Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Sharing Chicken Matcha album review. Today I'm speaking with Huey from Donkey Kong. Yeah, I knew you were going to be wearing a mask. How are you, brother?
I'm good. I'm good.
I like the background. That looks like New York.
It is, but it's Godzilla.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's New York. How you been anyway?
Yeah, good. I did 3 hours of recording this morning. I'm pooped. I'm just really run ragged.
You're out of the studio now?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, the back room of this building is my studio, so I just move all my stuff in and out. Get into it. What are you doing?
Let's talk about your tunes.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
So, were you in a studio or did you do it?
Oh, we just have a studio set up on a laptop and plug the bass and the guitars in. I bought a little keyboard at the second-hand store yesterday and stuck that through some pedals and made a bit of racket. Church organ sort of stuff with delays and wahs. Ended up sounding a little bit Mr. Bunglish towards the end. It was like a surf guitar and the spaced out keys and stuff. Yeah. I've never thought it was a good idea to sound like Mr. Bungle if you're not Mr. Bungle.
So did you get full reign? Were you like, this is I want? What I want, you didn't have some cunt going fucking, no, that's shit, fucking do it this way, or?
No, if it's shit, we just make shit music and it just goes in a big pile of shit.
No, I love your music, man. I dig it.
You should hear the stuff that I don't put on there. Some of it's fucking awful. Some of it's just straight up someone else's rip.
Playing having a root.
Yeah.
Yeah, what? It is. It's fucking Donkey Kong.
Yeah, that's what it's for. There's this guy that uses some of my music for a therapy class, and he's got one guy in there who's got an
alcohol beverage.
It is a 0 alcohol beverage.
I don't remember you having. Oh, Heineken too.
0.
Yeah, I'm not rich. I don't get to buy nice alcohol like that. I got this.
This is alcohol. This doesn't have any alcohol in it. That's why it was so cheap.
So hey, how long were you doing it for? How long were you in the studio or the home studio? How long did it take?
To make an album? Roughly 3 or 4 weeks usually. And that's 2 days a week of like just setting up, jamming, working out what we're doing. My solo stuff's heaps easier to do because I don't have to worry about girl things. There's a lot of females that I play music with. We're kind of interchangeable with who plays what, but tell you if there's fucking drama, everyone's got drama. It's full on, and I love them. I wouldn't have it any other way. Like there's one of the girls that sings with us, her old man's like the Sarge of some bike club or something. So it's just like it's kind of like yes ma'am sort of thing. It's like it's not all about my balls or my cock. Some of it's just fucking walk down the line. Yeah. Do it.
Like no, I've been listening to everything you sent me and everything. When you guys play, because you are in your own genre in itself, man. There's no other genre than Donkey Kong. You cannot be put in a category.
Yeah.
So who you play live, obviously. Like what kind of genre do you guys get thrown in?
Oh, we haven't been played on the radio much. I'm actually going to do that in the next couple of weeks. I bought a whole lot of CD cases, and I'm just going to rip our albums and print out the sleeves and shit like that, and just send them to radio stations. But when we do play, we normally play like backyard surf punk bands and stuff because that's we live on the coast, and there's a few a few of the locals, you know, they like their music and they like their beer and they like skating and surfing and stuff, and it just makes sense. It's fun. If anything, I'd say we're closer to the surfers or something like that, like the art punk thing. But a lot of it just it teeters between this horrible country and rock thing that you'd think would be awful, and this punk rock thing that really is awful somehow works. But
so it took 4 weeks you're in there doing your shit. How long before that till you got enough music, enough tunes, enough songs to be able to put on an album? Like, how long were you working on those songs?
That's constant. It's constant. Like every night, if I hit something in my head, rattles around, I think that's good wordplay, or I could use that in the song. I just write it down. And the whole time when I'm working on the music, it's like my brain's just going, is that already a song? Can I use that? And I think I'll just use it. If it sounds too much like someone else's song, I'll just ditch it and it won't go on a record or something. But yeah, it's a constant thing. Like I'm constantly creating. I'd like to do more art, like t-shirt art stuff, but the people I used to do the t-shirt art for, their band broke up and they're doing like serious music promotion and jazz music and shit, and I just kind of go, can't do pictures of Trump as Jesus and Manson and shit like that if you're a serious jazz band sort of thing. I can't hear. Fuck. You muted yourself. Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself. Hello.
Sorry, man. I muted it because of the noise all around. Yeah, no, when you sent me that shirt, I was stoked. Charlie Manson on the fucking shirt, man. Because I've got 2 Charlie shirts, and when you sent me that, I thought, man, fucking excellent. I got another shirt with Charlie on it. Man. Does he have any, like, if you listen to Charlie's music, has he got any
influence?
God, do you use him as a reference in any of your music?
To some extent, I use the Beach Boys definitely as a reference, and there's that the fact that they ripped him off and he went nuts, or whatever you want to believe. But I wouldn't say I'd use it as a reference, but there's definitely a thing in my head where I go, you know, you can take the light path or you can take the dark path, and a lot of times we go, fuck it, I'll take the light path. And I think if you're going to be a murderer, be a murderer. If you're going to be a musician, be a musician. You don't want to be both, because you can't have it both ways.
Yeah. So for the punters, when is exactly the tunes coming out, and where will we find?
If you want to find them, they're at donkeycock.bandcamp.com, or just search Donkey Cock in the Bandcamp site. Where can you find it? We don't have distribution or anything. We're pretty low tech at the moment. We had members of our band were involved in I won't say the name of it, a major label, and they just took everything. They took the money, the royalties, the CDs, everything, and all the creative control. And then it was just like, well, fuck you guys. You know, you can't do that. And we're trying to take it back to what it was before, like the whole DIY thing. But I don't know.
I'm sorry, but I've just fucking realized, is that not King Kong, what's the other fucking thing's name?
Godzilla.
Godzilla. Is that Godzilla in that backtrack?
Godzilla, yeah.
I just noticed it then. I didn't notice it first. All I saw was New York. Nelly, Bubba. All I saw was New York. But yeah, that's fucking excellent. So do you wear masks when you play live?
Oh yeah. My favorite one is the Batman one, because I can just be a total fuckwit and people are like, it's Batman.
How many have you got?
Heaps. My sister tries to give them away. I reckon when my mum dies and I get a little bit more looked after by the state or something, I think my sister's going to sell all my masks. But, until then, fuck her. I'm good.
For sure. So tell us about the new tunes coming out. Get deep into it.
I'm just trying to think. It's all I do it. Most of the recording I do first thing in the morning, so I'm just trying to think. I actually had a big night last night. Yeah. The new album. There's a lot of UFO stuff, a lot of alien abduction stuff, government conspiracy involving UFOs. Just because I just started going into a rabbit hole, and I was like, yes, this is pay dirt. This is exactly, because I had a neighbor when we were kids, and it turned out he was a date rapist. We didn't know this, but he had an alien mask and an alien suit, and he had an old van out in the middle of the bush, and he'd kidnap people and drug them and make them think they were abducted by aliens. And apparently it's not that uncommon. There was some guy busted doing it in Western Australia a while back. But they caught him because the person that got abducted heard dogs outside and smashed through the window. but just stuff like that. And then I started to go, oh man, what if that happened to me? And I got roofied and I don't know it. And this weird shit that happens and that sort of inspires you.
So are you doing a tour for the new tunes, for the new album? You going to do a tour? Or just going to stick local?
I think we're keeping it local. There's like one of the girls is working as a lawyer, so we can't bother her too much. And they run businesses and stuff like cafes. I won't name them. But there's people everywhere that are involved in it that I wouldn't want to take on tour. It would be like it'd be like a circus, like a violent circus that, like, I have enough trouble trekking around with myself without like the friends and then their partners and then their kids, and it'd be horrifying to think of. I'd like to take my mum on tour if I went on tour though. I love my mum. That's how I feel. Sounds dropped out again.
So it's one thing I've always, since I did the interview with you months ago, there's one thing I've always wanted to know. Who are Donkey Kong? You're not the only Donkey Kong, are you?
No, we're the Donkey Kong brothers and the Gorilla Salad sisters. It's a bit weird. It's like we are one, but we're also individuals, but we're one thing. Like, it started with me being called Donkey Kong because I had a big dick in school. There was this teacher talking about something that was 9 inches, and I was like, I want to weigh in. I think she's talking about penises, and I whipped it out and got in trouble and stuff. But after that, it was like, well, why can't anyone be Donkey Kong? Like, why can't, even if it's just a fantasy, like some people have fantasies about having big dicks, like why can't they live through the music like that? Like, it should be an exclusive thing. It should be all inclusive.
Mom, how much nuggets do you want?
Hola.
Sorry, mate. The missus just walked past, knocked me phone over. Where are you? Yeah, here. I don't know what out of all the songs on the EP, like, what's your favorite? What was the one? What was your baby? What was the one that you really fucking put in there?
All right, my least favorite are the first two, the ones that sound like electronic dance music. That was painful to do. Like, I was listening back and that has like no place on here. I'll put it on there anyway, and maybe some disco band will sample it or something. I like Lava Lobe. I like those songs that sound like a reimagined Maggot Brain, like just the wailing Eddie Hazel kind of sonic guitar, and just sort of, I love the ambient noise of things. I love outside. I used to live in Perth, and the trains go past, and when the trains go past, you'd hear the screeching on the track, and you'd hear the weird noise they make when they hit a crossing, and like there's music everywhere.
Yeah.
If you kind of isolate yourself and you sterilize your environment, and you don't have the organic feel of music around you, you're not going to make anything authentic. You're going to be making ambient noise or like generic rock and roll, and when we're not about that.
Yeah.
As far as I know. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. So you're obviously going to be touring around your local area on for the album. Is
Where'd you put my soccer ball?
Have you got a fan base where you are? Is there like
Kind of. It's a bit. My biggest fans are the local butchers. They love our stuff. They listen to it while they cut up meat. Like it's mostly just people that I met through businesses that go, "Oh, you're in a band. What are you into?" Blah blah. Blah. And I'll go, "Here, have a CD," and they'll take it on and they'll listen to it. And they rip it for all their friends. And I'm always like, I want to put it on like a surf movie or a skate movie. I'm still talking about that with Shay Fox. But yeah, but we don't have a fan club. If we did, we're going to call the fan club the Toblerone Ripstart division, just because
Yeah.
it's a disgusting idea.
yeah. Like, do you agree with me when I say like, could you send me some tunes when we first did the original interview?
That's
Do
right.
you think that you've gone heavier on this one than you were last time?
I think we've definitely become more metal. Like there's a like a sort of Palm Desert sort of feel to the new stuff that we've been recording that I'm getting some other guy to do vocals on. And the last couple of tracks I didn't have the real deep Sabbathy kind of vibe to it, as opposed to the other ones that were kind of like the sort of a little surfy and a little reverby and punk rock sort of stuff. But I don't know. I don't want to make doom metal. Like I love my doom metal. I love my desert rock, but I don't want to be in a band that terrifies females.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, on my
Definitely.
nephew.
Yeah. So when does it start? When are you going to start playing back again?
Not sure. If we do, it won't be pubs and clubs. It'll just be backyard parties and stuff. But yeah, because the pubs and clubs here, they just they got Angry Anderson, they got Dog Trumpet, all this sort of stuff in it. And although we have a nice bunch of people that love our music, the kind of even the name just sort of it'll attract deadbeats, it'll attract crackheads, it'll attract the kind of people that try and stab you after the show. And like I want to be able to walk away from it going, that was a good show. Everyone felt good. I don't want to be like, man, all that blood, all that, why is that car upside down? Whose grandmother's head is that sort of thing?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. I'll say I admit I love the stuff you put out now more than I do the stuff you put out that you already had out when we did the big interview.
All right.
But
Cool.
what was different in the studio? What was the
even just the pedals I use, like I got the Ross Knight Dozer pedal, and I put that on the bass, and just not for the dirty sound, but for the clean kind of dirty sound. I think it's the one that the switch that Ross uses. But it kind of, when I played that, I was like, "Fuck, this is heavy," and this is exactly what I want it to sound like. It's not like overbearing or just mudding up or filling in gaps or anything. It's just sort of it's there, and it's concrete, but it's fluid too.
Are there any songs that didn't make it?
Oh, there are heaps. There's so many. I've got a computer, and all the songs that I have saved have different names to them than they are on the album. So I was like, "What the fuck is this? What is this? What am I doing?" And every now and then I go, "Fuck it, I don't like that song, but I'm going to put it on the internet because someone will buy it." And it makes me feel like a whore, but it's the nature of the industry, I believe. And half the time, no one buys it anyway. They just like it.
Yeah, no, totally. I love it. I love what you've put out this time. And
I'll send you a disc or two
I
if you like.
feel it's different. I feel you've stepped up a notch, and I think most punters will feel the same way. And you had full reign. Like you were
Oh yeah. Like
this is
yeah.
this. No, I don't want that. Fuck that. Did you like how many attempts at one song did you have to go through?
Oh, some of them are still. They're still like there's attempts and attempts. A couple of them there's like we did the original version. I went, that's a rip off of a Kai song. Let's do that again, and we did it again. I'm like, let's do it like a Willie Nelson country song, and we did that. And I'm like, that's fucking silly. Let's try it as a 1950s rockabilly song. And we go, yeah, that's awesome. We'll do that again, and then we do it again. We go, let's just make it like that, but a Beefheart noise blues thing, and then it just evolves and devolves. Like so, 4 or 5 times, and we can do the same song, 4 or 5 different styles, and it's not so ambiguous that you kind of go, fuck, that's the same song. It's always like, well, that's weird. Yeah.
Like, was there arguments within the band?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
This sound, no, we're not sounding the way we want. Fuck, you got to get.
Not about the sound. Usually about who did what. Like that was me. I came up with that, or I copyrighted that, and you kind of go, no, not really. But I mean,
Yeah.
It'll be one for the lawyers when we're old and grimaced and in a retirement home trying to pay for medication or something.
Yeah. So the guys you had with you on this EP, are they the same guys you had with you on the last one?
No, because because most of the stuff I was doing before was just solo stuff. So like it's got a few people here and there, but I was mucking around with different vocalists this time. There was some dude whispering in Italian at one point. I'm going, fuck, that's creepy. Let's put that on tape, sort of thing. But I'm working on a new wave song at the moment called Danny DeVito is Not a Unit of Measurement.
Excellent.
Because someone just said, I gotta take a shit the size of Danny DeVito. You go, fucking hell, whoa.
That's why it's hard to put you guys in the category, because like you try new shit every single fucking time.
Yeah, it's weird. And for that reason, I don't get a lot of record sales or people go, oh, I like this song, you should do more of this stuff. They kind of go, I listen to 30 seconds of this and it interfered with my TikTok time. So, I'm not buying it. But I do get people buying my stuff and that they always go, this is sick. I love listening to it. But
yeah. Was it?
I think it's music. It's music made by lonely people for people that are kind of like extroverted hermits or something. Like there's not you'd have to be content with yourself to be able to sit there and listen to an entire album of it, I think.
Definitely. Was there any songs that just made it on the EP? Single? Is there any songs that like?
Oh yeah, those EDM songs I was talking about, the electronic songs, like they were like, I was just looking at them going, fuck, this is horrible, and the engineer's going, that sounds like Daft Punk, and I'm going, who's Daft Punk? And he's like got his phone out and he's showing me Daft Punk. I had a girlfriend listen to that in high school.
Excellent.
But but I don't know. There's a lot of songs that sound a lot like everything else, and it's even the way I enter a solo on the guitar, like just the same 4 notes. Like, fuck, why do I keep doing that? And it's because I watch a YouTube clip and they go, "This is how you play the D minor pentatonic, and you can start a riff like this." And then I would just go, "That's how it automatically goes in my head." I'm a classical trained musician, but that's like there's too many opportunities and too many parallel universes and too many different quadratic equations for what I could play that I just end up sucking the YouTube teeth sort of thing. Kind of a bit strange. I've got to remedy that. I've got to practice more. I don't practice enough. I have wrist issues. I have this carpal tunnel thing in my wrist.
Yeah. So you got enough tunes to put out another one straight away.
Yeah, I've got enough to do 2 now, but one of them I've got some people doing vocals. This bloke, Finley, you remember Finley? Finley Ford. He's going to work. Finley Ford.
Yeah.
Finley Floyd, I was hoping to get him to do some stuff with us because I've known Finn quite a while, and he played me some stuff and been mastering and stuff, and I was like, yeah, fuck yeah, he can help us out with that. So hopefully he's going to work on some stuff with us. So I've got that, and I've got just this other bunch of skewishy punk new age stuff that doesn't sound like Donkey Kong, and I'm like, this should definitely get out there. But yeah,
All right, Jeff.
gotta go.
Jeffrey.